This video is for everyone, including but not excluded to Dragonlord 55511, and if you want to get your name in the jar of names, all you have to do is keep commenting on these videos, and if you can tell me what film I have referenced in this episode, then please let me know. And actually, this video is actually inspired by this week's film, and that is to build a little kite. I won't tell you what film it was from, that's your job today. But basically, this is going to be a normal kite. It's going to be a plastic bag kite. Now, this is going to pose a few problems because a plastic bag is very light, and particularly when using straws for the frame of the kite, it could buckle in the winds and could break, basically. I found a nice little instructional video from Devine DIY, so we'll try it out. But let's start off with what you're going to need. A plastic bag, which in the UK costs 5p now. Some light string, tape, a pencil, some straws, and a spoonful of sugar, or 2 for my tea. So first we're going to start off with all of the cutting of all the pieces we need. So we're going to take the plastic bag first and cut the top of it off, which is all the handle is, and the bottom, and then you're going to cut it along the side so it opens up into a large piece of plastic. Then we're going to take the straws, and if you have the straws, you want to cut off the bendy bit just below the bendy bit, so you've just got the long straw. And for this kite, you're going to need 4 straws for the spine of the kite, and then 3 for the spar, which is the bit that goes across the middle. For the spine, you're going to take your 4 straws and piece them all together. To do this, you sort of pinch the end, or you can fold it in half and then you can pinch it round so it folds over it on itself, and then you poke it through the other straw and it sort of connects together. And you're going to do this with 4 of the straws to make the spine, and then you do it the same with the spar, which is another 3. Once you have the spine and the spar, place them in like a cross onto the plastic of the bag. Make sure that the spar, the one that goes across, is slightly above the halfway point, so you've got a longer part of the spine at the bottom than the top. Then take a pen and draw the kite shape around the spar and spine. But what you're going to do is make sure you keep a bit at the bottom, just draw a line across and call this the keel. You're going to use this later on. And then cut around your shape, and don't forget you can remove the keel as well, just cut it down, but just keep that safe for later. And you will need the rest of the plastic bag as well, so keep that safe too. Next, we're going to do a little bit of sticking, so get the spar. This is the part that goes from left to right or right to left. So take this and attach it onto the kite. You can see it should match up perfectly with what you've cut out. So take some tape and sellotape it to the sides, but make sure that you keep a little bit of a space at the end because that's going to come into play later on. But don't be afraid to put down more tape because you're going to have to do that later anyway. The next part is to take the spine and attach the keel to this. What you want to do with this one is make sure that the keel's smaller side goes at the top and the larger bit goes at the bottom. Make sure that the actual point goes across the spar. You can sort of see how I'm doing it on the video. But then simply take this down onto the spine, and then once this is secure, you can tape down the spine on top of the kite as well, so it goes across from top to bottom on the kite. Now we're going to start doing some of the stringing, or whatever the proper term is for putting string on things. So we're going to create a biddle. This is the part that attaches the spar to the keel. To make it, you're going to take a bit of string that's longer than the spine, about 5 centimetres longer than the spine, and then you're going to attach it on one side of the spar. That's why you left a little bit of a gap earlier, so you tie it on there, double knot, and then you're going to tie it onto the other side of the spar, but you're going to make sure that the bit in the middle actually meets up with the keel, as you can see here, so it's connected to each 3 points. But before you physically attach it to the keel, what you're going to do is you're going to get another piece of string which is going to be still attached to the whole string reel, and you're going to attach this into the point where the keel meets the biddle, which is the string, and then tie it onto there, so then you have the biddle with the string coming off of it, and then you can attach all of these points onto the top of the keel, so it's all attached. Then this string that you just attached was called the main line. This is what you're going to be holding on to when it's flying. You're going to unravel it from whatever it's on at the moment, and then you're going to tie it around a pencil, and this is what you'll be holding on to while it's flying. One of the last little bits now is to create 3 strips from the bags that you had earlier. What you're going to do with these is tie them all together so it makes one long strip with some knots in the middle, and this is the tail, so you're going to attach it to the bottom of the spine on the kite. And the last step is to reinforce the kite with tape. Because these are flimsy materials, like I said at the beginning, it could buckle in the wind, so you want to make it as strong as possible. Right now I'm using some electrical tape because it's quite a thicker tape. Hopefully this won't be too heavy for the kite, but we'll see. But basically just reinforce all the points on the spine and the spar to make it secure. Oh, 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 let's go fly a kite. Sort of, because it doesn't really work because there's no wind today. So we went out and gave it a go. We chose a really bad day because we're having a heat wave at the moment in Britain and there's no wind. Sometimes it did, so you could see it a little bit, which is obviously when we were walking, ironically. So I tried to film that as much as I could. The other option we did was I got Pepper Cookies to run as fast as she could with the kite, and it sort of trailed behind her. So it kind of worked. It stayed airborne, which was good, until she ran into a tree. That was not good. But I feel like on a windier day, it would have worked. Maybe we'll try again in the future and see if it does actually work. But for now, that is it. So of course, if you can tell us what film we referenced today, it obviously inspired the video, then please let me know what it was. But now the video is yours to do with as you wish. So you can like it, share it, or you can say it's practically perfect in every way.